Our topic is all about the materials procurement and supply chain management. So we will talk all about the procurement strategies, the supplier selection, and inventory and logistics. So materials procurement and supply chain management one an essential function in ensuring that business have the right materials at the right time, in the right quantity, and at the right cost. So they work together to improve efficiency, reduce waste, and maintain smooth operation in production and delivery. Materials procurement ay ang process of acquiring or buying raw materials, mga parts, components na needed sa company to produce its goods or services. So it involves identifying sa mga materials needed, choosing reliable supplier, negotiating prices, and ensuring timely delivery. So good procurement ensures that the materials are available in the right time, right place, right cost, and right quantity, which helps avoid production delays and extra costs. Supply chain management is the coordination of the entire process of moving goods from raw materials to final product delivered to customers. So, nag-govern sila in all stages like planning, sourcing, manufacturing, storing, and transporting and delivering. So, main goals of supply chain management is to make sure that the flow of materials and information is smooth, efficient, and cost-effective. So when done well, the supply chain management helps a company to reduce waste, lower costs, and improve customer satisfaction. So there are four types of procurement. So first one is the direct procurement. So direct procurement is a process of buying raw materials, components, or goods that directly used in the creation of company's main products. So these materials are essential for production process because without them, the company cannot make or deliver its final product. So direct procurement mo niya ang mga materials na kanang needed mismo sa kung sa ilang products sa ilang company. So example, so a car manufacturer needs to buy steel tires, engines, and other car parts to produce vehicles. So these are direct procurement because they are directly used in manufacturing cars. So the second one is the indirect procurement. So it includes purchasing goods and services that are not directly used in making products but are necessary for business operation. So kaning indirect procurement, dini mao mga materials nga gamiton mismo kung sa ilang products. But these are the supporting materials. So these items support the company's activities and help employees do their job efficiently. So example lang is mga office supply like paper and ink, mga cleaning services or IT equipment ng mga computers, mga printers. So kaya sila, these don't go into the product itself but they are still needed for company to run smoothly. So the next one is the goods procurement. So it focuses on buying mga physical product, tangible items na needed sa company. So these can be raw materials, mga finished goods, tools, mga equipments. So kaning type of procurement mo ang nag-ensure that the organization has physical items needed for operation or sales. So example lang is purchasing furniture for office, mga machinery for production, or inventory to sell in stores. The last type is the services procurement. So services means hiring external people or organization to provide specialized services. So instead of buying physical items, the company pays for professional help, expertise, or maintenance work. So these services help improve company's operations and efficiency. So example, mga hiring consultants, marketing agencies, security guards, cleaning services, or mga maintenance teams.
So there are 6 types of procurement strategy. First is cost reduction. This strategy focuses on lowering purchasing costs while maintaining the product quality. Companies often negotiate better prices, buy in bulk, or find cheaper suppliers. For example, a clothing company buys fabric in large quantities from one supplier to get a discount, reducing the production costs without affecting the fabric's quality. Second is risk management. This strategy identifies and reduces risks such as supply shortage, delivery delays, or sudden price increases. Companies plan ahead to ensure operation continue smoothly. Example, a food manufacturing company keeps two backup suppliers for sugar in case the remaining suppliers cannot deliver due to bad weather or transport issues. So sa business, dapat ibawta mo identify sa risk para atong ma-manage sa unsay mga risk sa atong business. Like itong example nga dapat natay backup suppliers instead of usara suppliers, dapat mag-contact backup suppliers para di ka deliver to main suppliers is na may backup, pagka-deliver ka po ng backup, so ma-maintain na to ang materials nga needed sa itong business and continue yung production. Third is supplier management and optimization involves selecting reliable suppliers, monitoring their performance, and maintaining strong relationship to ensure quality and timely deliveries. Example, an electronics company regularly evaluates its parts, suppliers, and rewards those who deliver on time and meet the quality standards, encouraging continuous improvement. So dapat mangitatag mga reliable nga suppliers and i-monitor pa ito ang performance. Dapat ay good relationship sa atong suppliers para di po mausab ang ilang delivery is on time ra gyapon sa deliver and ilang quality good gyapon, and sometimes dapat mahatag po tag rewards sa mga suppliers nga on time to deliver para ma-encourage po sila nga ilang product is good quality gyapon and no time delay sa deliver. The fourth strategy is environmentally preferable purchasing or green procurement. This strategy focuses on buying eco-friendly products and working with suppliers that follow sustainable practice. Example, a university switches to using recycled paper and buy energy-efficient printers to reduce waste and lowering electricity consumption. So, this strategy is focused on mga eco-friendly nga mga product para ma-reduce ang pollution. Like sa example nga, ang university na-switch siya sa recycled paper and buys energy-efficient printers para ma-reduce ang mga waste sa pag-print, like di magkadiwa nga print and ma-lower po ang electricity consumption para makatipid po ta sa kuryente. So the fifth strategy is global sourcing. Global sourcing means purchasing goods or materials from the international suppliers to get better quality, price, or technology. Example, a smartphone manufacturer sources microchips from Taiwan and screens from South Korea to ensure top quality components at competitive prices. So dapat dili lang sa Pilipinas ta mangita mga suppliers, dapat mo ngita ta suppliers sa lain-lain mga country para itatag mga good quality nga materials and di na po kayo mahal ang presyo. So the last is total quality management. Total quality management ensure all procurement and production process meet high quality standards through continuous improvement and teamwork. Example, a car manufacturer works closely with its parts suppliers to check every batch of materials for defects, ensuring every vehicle meets safety and quality standards. So dapat may coordinate as itong mga suppliers para ma-check ang mga defect na materials to ensure nga ma-meets ang safety sa itong products and standard quality.
Supplier selection is the process of identifying, evaluating, and choosing the best suppliers to provide goods or services needed by a company. The goal is to find reliable partners who can deliver the right products at the right time, price, and quality. There are 7 supplier selection criteria. One is the quality of products or services, price and cost. Number 3, deliver performance, reliability and reputation, financial stability, after-sales service and support, and the last is sustainability and ethics. The number 1 supplier selection criteria is the quality of products or services. Supplier must meet the company's quality standard to ensure customer satisfaction. Example ani is the a car company checks if the tire supplier meets safety and durability standard. Number 2 is price and cost. Competitive pricing help reduce overall production cost. An example ani is a bakery chooses a flour supplier that offers a good quality at a lower cost to save on expenses. Number 3 is the delivery performance. On-time delivery is crucial to avoid production delays. An example is a furniture manufacturer picks a wood suppliers known for delivering materials quickly and consistently. Number 4 is reliability and reputation. Companies prefer suppliers with a proven track records of trustworthiness. Example is the hospital partners with a well-known medical supply company with a reputation for reliability. Number 5 is the financial stability. A financial strong supplier is least likely to fail or miss deliveries. An example is a construction firm select cement supplier with stable finances to ensure a steady supply throughout the project. And 6 is after-sales service and support. Good suppliers offer technical support, maintenance, or replacement when needed. Ang example is a computer company chooses a part supplier that provides quick replacement for defective items. And the last is sustainability and ethics. Many companies now choose suppliers who follow environmental ethical standards. An example is a clothing brand works only with suppliers that use eco-friendly fabrics and fair labor practices.
Inventory management. Inventory management is a process of ordering, storing, and using company materials or product efficiently. It ensures that the right amount of stock is available at the right time. Importance of inventory management. Number 1, prevent shortage. Ensures product or materials are available when needed. Number 2, reduce cost. Avoid overstocking, which can add to waste or storage expenses. Number 3, improve cash flow. Keep money from being tied up in excess inventory. 4, increase efficiency. Helps production and sales run smoothly. 5, enhances customer satisfaction. Ensures products are always ready for customer. Example of inventory management. A grocery truck, how quickly certain items sells and restocks only what needed to avoid waste from spoiled product.
Just-in-time inventory system, or JIT. So, just-in-time is an inventory strategy where materials or products are ordered and received only when they are needed in production process. So, ang goal sa JIT is to minimize storage costs and reduce waste. So, how it works? So, instead of keeping large amount of inventory, so companies coordinate closely with suppliers to deliver goods right before production or sales begin. So, advantages of JIT. First, it lowers inventory and storage costs since among materials is delivered only when they are needed in production process. Second, it reduces waste from unsold or outdated items. And lastly, it improves efficiency and quality by focusing on immediate needs. So there are also disadvantages of JIT. First, it is risky if among suppliers delay deliveries or demand suddenly increases. Next is it requires strong communication and coordination with suppliers. Kaya if wala sila tarong communication sa mga suppliers, there are possibilities nga ma-delay ang deliveries sa mga materials. So, ang example na is Toyota, one of the pioneers of JIT, receives car parts from suppliers only when they are needed on assembly line. So, this helps the Toyota company reduce warehouse costs and improve production speed.
Transportation and logistics in materials and management. So, transportation and logistics are key parts of materials management, which is the process of planning, moving, and controlling materials from suppliers to production and then to customers. They ensure that materials and finished goods are delivered to the right place at the right time, good condition, and a reasonable cost. So the first is transportation. So unsa ang transportation? So transportation involves the physical movement, goods and materials using different models such as trucks, trains, or appliances. So the importance of transportation is, the first importance is to ensure time, delivery materials, and productions. Ang kaduha is reduce production delays and connect suppliers, manufacturers, and customers, and affects overall logistics cost and efficiency. So example of transportation is a furniture manufacturer uses trucks to transport wood from suppliers to the factory and then delivers finished continue to stores. Ang ikaduha is ang logistics. So, unsa ang logistics? So, logistics is the broader process of planning, coordinating, and managing the flow goods, information, and resources throughout the supply chain. So ang function sa logistic is to choosing the best route and mode transport. So mao na siya ang ganang function. So ang kasunod is warehousing, so storing materials and products, safety before distribution. So ang katulo is inventory control, to monitoring stock levels to avoid shortage or excess. So mo ang ikatulo. So ang ikaupat is processing, so ensuring customers defers are handled. So mo ta siya. So some examples of logistics is mo na siya. An commerce company like Shopee or Lazada uses logistics system to track orders, so manage warehouse and ensure products reach customers quickly and safety. So mo to siya some example of kanang logistics.